All right, looks like it's starting live. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, I think everybody can see me. Let's see. Did I get a notification here? And yes, everything is backwards today because I'm shooting it so I could see what's going on. Let me just kind of see. I got to be able to see what's going on here live, so otherwise I'm kind of screwed. Because then I can't see you. Where's my live thingy? I don't know. How come I'm not seeing this? There we go. Hey, there's somebody I recognize. Alright, cool. So let me see here real quick. Let me turn the volume down here so it doesn't kind of screw me up. So, alright, I apologize today, folks. We are going solo because something came up and Kara needed the day off today, so you're going to have to just deal with me today. Okay, so since it's just me, I'm going to be a little bored here by myself today, so I'm going to need you guys to jump in and kind of say hi and chit-chat back with me a little bit type of thing, to let me know you guys are with me because, I'm solo today, so I'm going to need all your guys' help that I can get today. So we're just going to kind of hang out for a few minutes here, sip a little bit of coffee, give a few people some time to come on or kind of realize that we're live here. At least I think. I don't know what's going on here. Let me refresh this page or something. Oh, that's good stuff, man. So I apologize for coming on a little bit late today. I kind of had some things this morning that kind of ran over a little bit longer than I expected to. But in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and kind of hang out a little bit and let some more viewers come in. But everything's going to be backwards, as you can see here on the desk. We're going to be talking about artwork today. Not the Mona Lisa style artwork type of thing, but we're going to be talking about some artwork things that you may have encountered in your own business type of thing. Some different things regarding like art files and things like that people may have talked to you about in the past. So we're going to kind of cover some of that stuff. I think that would be a good topic to cover today since Kira's not here today. We can kind of get some of those things out of the way. Some basic general stuff type of thing. So we're going to keep it really short today and talk about artwork a little bit. So again, if you're out there today and you're viewing, jump in, say hi, let me know that you're with me type of thing. Let me know that you're kind of having a coffee with me or hanging out with me today. But I'm going to need some feedback today, guys, because I don't have my partner here with me today. So I want you guys to chime in and let me know kind of some of the things that you want to talk about in the future as well. So not just everything we want to talk about, but what do you guys want to talk about in the future? What kind of struggles do you feel your business goes through, or what types of areas do you feel that you need or could need some advice or point in the right direction for your business to go? We'd be more than happy to help you with that. And as we talk about our work today, there's going to be several things, and none of this is scripted. I'm just going to kind of wing it by the seat of my pants. So if you guys have questions, make sure to pop up and ask your questions as well. So let me make sure that I don't even know how to do this on the computer. So let's just go here. There we go. Maybe we can get some. Yeah, so if you guys got comments, comment a post. Somebody out there watching, comment something. Just kind of say hello or something. Kind of make sure that the comments are going through. Okay, that'd be great if we could do that. Just kind of let me know that you're watching because this thing is kind of delayed a little bit. But let's see. Who is okay? Yeah, so type me a hi or something. Let me know you guys are out there. Otherwise, I don't really know what's going on. I see a like here, but I don't know. So, like I said, we're doing these videos to kind of help your business, and hopefully they will. We'll keep them online a little bit longer. And I got a deal today too that I'm going to be running at the end of today's talk about a special deal for your business type of thing that will only be effective for today. It's a special thing that I've never done before. For some reason, I'm seeing comments on the phone up there, but I'm not getting nothing on my screen here. So let me. Oh, wait a minute. Is that? Click to see comments. Okay. What are they on the phone up there? So, watching. Okay, cool. So, anyways, I don't know why I'm not getting them on my computer here, notifications, but I appreciate you guys watching. It's so stupid that these are not coming up. I don't understand. I'm new to all this, I guess. I really don't understand how this all works yet on the computer, but I'm used to doing it on my phone, and I only got one phone today, so we're going to just go ahead and run with it. So anyways, let's take a look at artwork. We're talking about artwork in the workplace. When your business is doing artwork. A lot of times you might go to your designer or your art department, your advertising department, and a lot of times they may say things like, I guess let me put it in different terms. You're going to go to an advertiser of some sort, whether that person does print work, whether that person does graphic work on vehicles, whatever form of printing or advertising that person does. You really need to know a little bit about what the person's talking about when they're talking. And what I mean by that is they're going to be asking you for all kinds of they're going to be asking you for all kinds of information on your artwork file. So when you go to a printer, let's say you order something online or whatever, they're going to tell you, hey, I need your artwork in this particular format. And you're going to be like, okay, I have no idea what you're talking about. They're going to say, well, send it to me in 300 DPI and CMYK, and also make sure that it's, definitely make sure the resolution is correct, but also send it to me with the correct DPI, the correct color format, and also, oh, by the way, we have PMS colors you have to match. Interesting. You're going to kind of be like, if you're like most people, you're going to kind of be like, what the hell did you just say? I don't understand. Can't I just send you the picture off my phone and good to go and run with it from there? And the answer to that question is, no, not really. Not really the way it works. How it actually, and I apologize, I'm trying to get this to work, guys, so I can, because I'm sure we're going to have questions over artwork today, and I want to make sure we take care of it for everybody. But I don't understand this stupid thing. For some reason, I'm not getting the comments on the computer, so I can't see them on my phone way up there, so I apologize, but I'll try to get back to questions as much as I can. So I'm just going to kind of cover some of the basic things first. So to cover some of the basic things, you contact somebody, they tell you they need this resolution, this DPI, this color format, all this crazy stuff, and you're kind of like, what the hell are you talking about? Well, let's cover the first one first. Let's cover resolution. Basically what resolution is it's basically your DPI, okay? When you get your cell phone, sometimes you set up your cell phone and there's all kinds of resolution settings on your cell phone, and you'll see it ranges anywhere from like maybe, I mean, I'm sure you've seen resolutions before from like 740 by, I don't know, 520 or whatever it is, or you've seen resolutions 800 by 600, you've seen 1024 by 768, you've seen all these different crazy kind of things, and these really weird numbers. Some are even 4,000 something by 6,000 something. So you see all these different resolution settings on your phone. Well, it's super important that if you ever plan to take the photos off your phone and get those printed on a larger scale or blown up, it's super important. I always tell people, when you take pictures with your phone, make sure your resolution is set at one of the highest settings possible. Now, the picture size will be huge and it'll be gigantic, but if you ever want to blow that picture up, say poster size or what have you, it's going to be an outstanding print quality. Okay, so the higher that number, that resolution number, that 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, whatever it may be, by whatever, the higher that number, the better quality that picture will be when it's blown up large. Okay. On the highest resolution possible that your phone will take, you can blow a photo up billboard size and it will still look good. Now, a lot of us out there have blown pictures up, and we'll take a picture with our phone, you might blow it up, and then all of a sudden when you blow it up and you print it out like a poster size or giant size, it becomes all distorted and pixelated and it looks terrible. And that happens a lot to everybody. And the main reason is because your resolution is set really, really low. So for an example, if I take a photo and it's at, like for example, I say DPI. We use DPI in this industry a lot because that's what it's about. It's dots per inch. Okay, so let's take a quick look at print work. When we look at print work uses something called well, they use dots per inch as well. But when you talk about print work, you're talking in range of dots per inch as far as like the higher the dots per inch, the better the quality of the photo. So for an example, you're talking about a good print on print work is about a 300 DPI. Okay, and that's at 100% of its size. So I'll take a postcard, which is 6 inches by 9 inches. At 100% of its size, you want that photo to be at 300 DPI or 300 dots per inch. Okay, for a high quality print off the printer. On the internet, though, it doesn't work that way. The internet, digital screens fool the eye a little bit more. So the pictures you see on the internet are typically 72 DPI. They're quite a bit lower. Why is that? Because they don't need to be 300 DPI. The eye can put it together digitally on the screen because the screen's so much smaller. The screen looks big, but it doesn't take as many dots per inch to fool the eye to see the picture that we're after to see. So don't worry about your DPI as much when you're on the internet. 72 DPI is a great DPI for internet usage, okay? Which is exactly why it's difficult to transfer that 72 DPI photo into printing it on a postcard or a poster. So it really can't be done and done in any kind of a quality way. So we definitely recommend, make sure that you have a 300 DPI photo for print work or anything you plan on enlarging, at least a 300 DPI. Sometimes you can get away with a 150 or 200 DPI, but for a nice quality print, typically 300 is a great place to start. Yeah, that kind of covers a little bit about DPI. I don't want to go into too much detail about all this stuff because we could be here for hours. But in a nutshell, that's kind of how resolution works. It's all based on the DPI, the dots per inch. And like I said, print work uses so much more dots per inch to make that image than what digital images do on the computer. So when somebody talks DPI, that's exactly what they're talking about. So when you're taking resolution photos on your camera, phone, whatever it may be, and you plan to, maybe you're taking a great shot of the kids or you're doing some nice family photos or whatever, and you want to blow them up to 8 by 10s or 11 by 16s or 18 by 24s, whatever you want to blow them up to be, make sure your resolution on your phone is set at the highest level. You can go back later on and take it back down for normal everyday photos. But if you have a special photo you're shooting, make sure to set your resolution to the highest. That way when you print it out, it's going to come out a nice quality photo and not a crappy little thumbnail. Okay, because on the computer, so like I said, 72 DPI, your lowest setting possible on your phone will be totally fine for the computer. But if you try to blow that up, it's going to be terrible and it's going to slaughter it. So don't worry about trying to print a 72 DPI on a postcard. It's never going to work. Okay. So when we talk to people about artwork, don't want to send us logos and things like that or photos to use on something. We've had people want to send us profile pictures off Facebook to use on a billboard. That's just completely not possible. If I do that, you won't even have a clue that there's a person in the picture. That's how bad it will blow up. So don't try to use internet photos for any kind of print work and expect any kind of a quality print. So, with that being said, all right, well, let me think now what we're going to cover next year. So we talked about the resolution. We told you what to watch for on that. So when you send a designer, I guess, something to work on for your business type of thing, make sure you send a photo that's definitely workable, meaning a resolution that's workable. So also too, one quick point I wanted to point out too, a lot of times people will say, okay, I'm going to send you the original, I'll ask people, do you have the original photo of whatever it is you want to print? And they'll say, yeah, sure, I got the original photo, I'll send it to you. So I'm like, okay, cool. They sent me the photo, and what they did is they pulled the photo off their Facebook and sent it to me. Not good. Not good. Not going to work. So what you guys need to do is when you take the photo, do not post it on Facebook. When you post a photo off your phone, even if it's the highest resolution, and you post it on Facebook, Facebook and any social media will automatically decrease the DPI of that photo and reduce it down to a size that their servers can handle, okay, comfortably. So what happens to the DPI of that photo? It gets completely destroyed, okay? The photo quality is down to crap. So once you take a high quality photo and you post it to social media, it is no longer usable off that social media as a print type of item, okay? So you're killing the DPI by doing that. So don't post on social media and then delete your pictures off your phone, okay? Post on social media, keep your original on your phone, and use that one if you ever want to do a high quality print in the future. That's the one you're going to want to use, the original one off your phone, not the one that went to social media. And Instagram will do the same type of thing. So it has to decrease the DPI of photos. If it doesn't, your file is going to be extremely huge and their servers will never be able to handle everybody's photos. So make sure that you do that. Make sure you decrease the size, make sure you hold on to your originals to use for printing or advertising purposes. Okay, so never use your original to social media and kill it at that point. That's basically what's going to happen with it. So that social media is just that. It's put out there for people to enjoy on short term. Excuse me, it's not put out there to be part of your print world. So that covers resolution. Now, another term, quickly moving along to another term you guys may have heard is called CMYK. You probably heard of CMYK before. You probably heard of RGB before. I'm going to take a quick second to explain to you what those are exactly for those of you who don't know. If you're not familiar with what it is, and today nowadays we have Google, so you can kind of tell what anything is, but I'm going to give you a quick rundown on it. CMYK is basically the color format that is used for the printing industry. Whether it be wide format printing on vinyl graphics, whether it be printing on postcards or mailers or flyers or whatever what have you, typical printing is called CMYK. If you look at your printer, a lot of printers take 4 different ink cartridges. They'll take a black one, they'll take a cyan, a magenta, and a yellow. That's CMYK. Cyan, magenta, yellow, and black. Okay, all print work, physical print work that you see, like such, is all created on a press using 4 plates. 4 plates for 4 different colors. Cyan, magenta, yellow, and black are going to make up all the different array of colors that we see with our eye. They can do that all with printing, and it all bases on how many dots per inch and how many dots per color they're using to create that image for the eye. If you've never done so, take a photograph. It's really interesting. Take a photograph and take a really high resolution, or excuse me, not resolution, take a really high powered magnifying glass and take a super close look at a photograph. And it's really interesting what you see, because you'll start to see all the little tiny dots that actually make the photo as it zooms out that the eye sees. So it's really interesting to see. I would definitely recommend everyone do that just to kind of see and have a better understanding of how print works. So, like I said, every print item that we touch and feel is based on CMYK, color formats. And then another term you may have used is a term called RGB. RGB is kind of the opposite to CMYK. That is the digital or the light form of colors that our eyes see. So for an example, everything we look at on a computer screen or our phone screens, everything that we look at there is created using just 3 colors: red, green, and blue. To put it in the terms of RGB, red, green, and blue. So basically anything digital or light form where the image comes from a light source uses RGB, and anything on a flat print holdable materialistic source comes from CMYK or uses CMYK, uses 4 colors. So 4 colors for CMYK, 3 colors for RGB. Basically that's what it means. Now, if I prep artwork for you and I go to send that to you for use on a flyer or for use on a business card, and I send that to you in RGB format on a computer, when you go to print that, it could turn out completely different. The colors can come out completely different than what you're expecting and what you're seeing on the screen, because I sent it to you in RGB and you're trying to print an RGB off CMYK, off a CMYK printer. So your printer is modifying the colors that it sees as RGB, changing them to what it sees as the proper CMYK color combination, and printing it out. In some cases, I've seen it work. In other cases, it's completely different. You might get a completely different color. You might be trying to print orange and it might come out black. You might be trying to get orange and it might come out green. it really just depends on the conversion. The conversion process can be so tedious that it's really something I never like to mess with. If I'm printing artwork for somebody, I'm going to set it up in CMYK and make sure that it prints out correctly, exactly as I see it on the screen. So make sure that when you're doing something like that, that's basically what it means. A lot of your run-of-the-mill everyday stuff that people use to modify things or modify photographs, I'm not sure what average people use out there. I'm familiar with the programs that we use every day here in the office to convert artwork and things like that and to design artwork. I know what programs we use and I set it up for the proper format. I'm not familiar with what a lot of the home use programs people use. So if you can chime in today on the conversation and let me know kind of what some of the programs are you guys may use at home to modify photographs or print work and things like that. I know some people use Word. Word is a great program for a word processing program. It's not a great program for artwork by any means, but that kind of takes me along to our next topic. Next topic I want to talk about is just a few file extensions that you may or may not know what they are. And again, I'm going to break from the series for just a second and say thank you guys for joining us here today. And for those of you who don't know, Kira couldn't make it today. She had something come up and she needed the day off today, so you have yours truly by myself here today. And I apologize, I can't see out of the comments. I'm going to try to look at some of the comments on the phone here. There we go. Just a lot of one, yeah. I don't think I'm seeing any comments there. So, okay. So, like I said, if you guys have any questions, make sure to let me know. Post a comment. If I can't see your comment today, right there, I will comment on it after the video is over with. And I will get you the answer to your question. So I'm just going to kick back, relax a little bit today. I covered some of the artwork stuff with you today earlier. Like I said, I covered resolution, DPI. I covered CMYK, RGB, color combinations. One of the last things I want to talk to you about today is file extensions. So when we do a logo for someone, we offer them another opportunity to buy their logo from us in usable formats. It can be a dangerous practice for us because we're really turning over everything that we've worked so hard for, turning it over to them in usable formats for any print shop, any sign company, any screen printing company. These are all files that are ready to use. But the nice thing about it is you have all of your original logo design, the design that was created, you have that at your disposal to be able to send it wherever. So if you put an ad in the newspaper, again, we talked about the importance of having logos everywhere you advertise to make sure that you're getting the proper representation. So to have that artwork right there at your disposal makes it so much easier. The newspaper calls you, hey, we're going to put an ad in the paper for you, type of thing. Do you want to send us your logo? And this way you're going to be able to say, yep, I'll send you the logo, no problem, type of thing. Otherwise, the paper's going to say, well, we can recreate it, and the best thing you can say is, no thanks. I'll send it to you all set and ready to go. Remember, they get paid to set up ads, not to recreate logos, so it's super important that you have the originals of your logo to send and to use everywhere you're going to advertise. So some of the formats that we give a customer typically could range really depending upon what they ask for. A lot of times we'll ask them what types of formats they want it in. But some of the common formats are JPEG, of course. Now JPEG can go both ways. Like we just talked a little bit about with resolution, is a JPEG can be used two ways. I can give a JPEG to a customer that's 300 DPI plus, okay, which that JPEG is the one they're going to use for flyers, postcards, business cards, things like that, any type of physical print work. I can also give them that same JPEG file, but in a 72 DPI, which will be a smaller file, a much smaller file, but it'll be usable for things like their Facebook page, their website, Facebook ads or social media ads of any type, Instagram. It'll be great for that type of media. So 72 DPI is the best form of JPEG that we can send to them to use for any kind of digital media that they're going to advertise on. So JPEG is a great format all around either way. The downfall to JPEG is it does tend to, it doesn't have the highest print quality or the highest dot per inch result in the end. But like I say, you can have a great JPEG that has some really phenomenal colors, and most people to the naked eye, you'll never tell the difference. between a JPEG or a different kind of file. So JPEGs are, once again, great roundabout files to use for anything. You can create a 72 dpi for print. You can create a 300 dpi. I'm sorry, 72 dpi for social media and internet use, and you can create a 300 dpi or higher for photograph, postcard, flyer, billboard use. So JPEGs are a great all-around file. They're just a great, and they're always a picture file. Okay. Another format is AI file. You hear that a lot before. That of course, as most people know, is Adobe Illustrator. Adobe Illustrator is just nothing more than a design program that a lot of people use to create their files in. So Adobe Illustrator is a great file format to have your stuff in. And plus, it creates something called vector art. Uses something called vector art. We're going to go back and talk about vector art in a minute. But right now, we're going to go ahead and move along. So Illustrator is a great art file that most companies can almost all use, whether it be sign companies, engraving companies, screen printing companies, you name it. I mean, these companies can all typically use an AI file. Another one that's very universal is also called an EPS file. An EPS is a very popular file. Doesn't lose any artwork quality as you change it. In an AI and an EPS file, what's nice about those, AI and EPS, can be blown up any size, blown up and reduced over and over and over again, and not lose any quality to the image. Such as a CDR file as well. The CDR file is a Corel Draw file, and again, that's another one, just like AI, just like EPS. It can be blown up and down, up and down, up and down, and never lose any quality. It can be blown up billboard size and look just as good as it did the size of a button. So CDR, AI, EPS, those are phenomenal files to be playing around with. And they all utilize something called vector art. And we're going to go into that in just a few minutes here. But another file format now for print work, another one comparable to a JPEG, which tends to be a little bit better of a quality, is a TIFF file or a TIFF file. Some people call it a TIF file. Some places it's a TIF file, some places it's TIFF. Regardless, it's still a TIFF file. The TIFF file is very similar to a JPEG style type of file. It's a flattened image. It will distort if blown up too big or blown up too much more than its original, because it does still base itself off in resolution and DPI. So a TIFF file is a lot like a JPEG. So if you kind of think of JPEG and TIFF file kind of hand in hand, they really kind of go hand in hand. The TIFF file does tend to print, in my opinion, a little bit better quality than the JPEG, but still very comparable files. On the other hand, again, jumping back to the vector files, you have AI, EPS, CDR. Again, think of those all in the same bunch again. They all basically are the same files. So two other kinds of file formats I want to cover is a PDF. A PDF is phenomenal. I mean, it's a great file because it can be blown up so many different ways. It can be blown up and largely scaled without losing proportion or without losing quality. It can be, in some cases, it can be treated that way. Some cases, it can be treated like a JPEG, to where it's a flattened image, and once it's blown up, it's destroyed. But a PDF file really is so universal. What's nice about it is anybody can open a PDF file. So it doesn't matter if you send it to the newspaper, or send it to a sign company, or send it to a screen printer, wherever you send it, everybody can open a PDF because the openers are free out there for everybody to download. You can download the Adobe Adobe Reader, and that will open any PDF document, which is really, really nice. It can be used for Word documents, it can be used for pictures or artwork and all kinds of things. So PDF is really, really nice. It can be used for black and whites, colors, all kinds of good things. It's a great file format, and plus it's a small file. It condenses it really nice. So to where TIFF files and JPEG files tend to be rather large, a TIFF file always tends to be much, much larger than a JPEG file. So I told you guys I was going to talk about a lot of technical terms today, and I hope I'm not confusing too many people out there. Again, these are all terms that are used every single day in our business, but so it seems kind of no-brainer stuff to me, but I wanted to explain it to all of you guys so you guys have a little bit better understanding both how to submit artwork and how to use your own artwork to better your advantages for your business. So We talked about JPEG files and TIFF files. We talked about AI, EPS, and CDR files. We briefly talked about a PDF file. The PDF file is a great file to send to a newspaper if you're setting up an ad for your business. It's a great file because they can guarantee to open it and the quality is going to be great. Very universal. Another format I want to talk about real quick, and I almost forgot about this one, is a PNG file. A PNG file, what's nice about a PNG is it basically takes a JPEG. You can take a JPEG and you can eliminate the background out of the JPEG. So if I have a picture of, let's say, a car or a truck that I'm going to put on something, a PNG file can basically be just the car or the truck with no background image. So it's basically a cutout of a JPEG that I can lay over top of something, and then I can have a new background in it. So it makes it really, really nice. Kind of like old school. You had to take a photograph before, move it into Photoshop or some form of photo editing program. Get rid of the background yourself, and then you could use the main object in whatever you want to put it in. So a PNG kind of does that for you, but again, you have to set that PNG up originally to make that happen. You can't just click a button and boom, the background be gone. It just doesn't work like that. There's always going to be art time involved, and someone's got to put the time in to make it happen. So PNG is a great file. The nice thing about a PNG is if someone uses a logo, the biggest thing PNG comes into use for in our business is if someone gets their logo from us and they want it in a PNG. The nice thing is they can take that logo then and they can slap it on the background of their special colored website, and there's no white box around their logo. It's all nice and clean logo on their website, no ugly block in the back type of thing of color. So it basically is their logo cut to shape, put over top of whatever they want to put it over top of, which is really, really nice to have. PNGs are kind of the newest, latest, greatest thing that's very commonly used in the industry now. Some PNGs can be, and again, they're based off of like JPEG style stuff. So when you blow up a PNG, in some cases, it can really destroy the image. So PNGs are great, but I don't think that they have quite all the bugs worked out of them yet. But definitely something that is going to, I'm sure you're going to see a whole lot more of as becoming the big hot thing. So one more format that I want to talk to you guys about is like a word processing format. A lot of people I know use Word for so many things. They use it for flyer creations. They use it for if they're creating an ad for them. Different kinds of things for the business. They use Word, and Word is a great all-around program. Like I said, a lot of times if you want to create your own letterhead, people use Word and they'll pull their logo in and use it. And unfortunately, a lot of times they'll use a JPEG for their logo, and the JPEG just doesn't have a very good print quality, in my opinion. I kind of blurry. I don't know. See now my computer's got a really bad connection and lowering the quality. But anyways, regardless, so like I said, in Word, Word's a great program to use. Everybody uses it for so many different things, and it's a great program. We use it a lot here in the office ourselves. Not for any artwork, because I don't think it's the best choice for that. However, a lot of people do use it for letterhead and things like that, which is perfectly understandable. So Word can use a JPEG. Yes, you can insert a picture and all kinds of cool things, and it works great. But the picture does go kind of fuzzy and not quite the same print quality as what you're seeing in the text that it prints out on. So two formats that we've found to use that work really, really well is a WMF file and a EMF file. A WMF file is a Windows meta file, and a EMF is an enhanced meta file. So both of those formats tend to work very, very good in Word. So get with your art department, your designer, the person who created your logo, have them put your logo using one of the art programs into a format of a WMF or an EMF. And if your logo is black and white and you put it on this format in Word, I will guarantee you're going to be so much happier with the results of the printout. It takes files and makes them usable for Word and makes them usable for the program as the program intended to use them. So put your stuff in EMF or WMF and try that and see how that works for you in Word. We've had great success with that. So let's see. We covered quite a bit of things right there with all those file types. Is there any, I guess, before I go on to the last thing that I wanted to cover was, is there anything that you guys out there are not getting for your business type of thing, or you're not understanding regarding artwork or artwork questions? Artwork can be a complicated thing. I'm trying to make it as simplified as I can for you. But yeah, just let me know. It's, artwork is, it can be a complicated thing, but it doesn't have to be. So you guys just let me know what you guys are struggling with, and we'll go ahead and get those questions answered for you. So one last thing here I wanted to cover with you guys is I wanted to mention that I will do, I want to do a special promo today, and this is something that Carrie don't know about. Carrie don't know about this, so don't tell her, okay? Normally we never do this. So let me grab something here real quick. I want to see. Yeah, it's probably a good thing that Kira don't know about this. So I wanted to offer something special to you guys today. So for joining me, and I see a lot of people watching, but we didn't get any comments today. You guys must not like looking at my mug then instead of having Kira here, which I can totally understand that. But like I said, Kira couldn't make it today, so just me solo. She's more of my camera person. She takes care of everything, and she's not here. So let's see. So special thanks to Tom Bouchard for joining us. Tim Young, thank you. Robin, thank you. Tammy Day, thank you. Shane, thank you. Mike, Sue, Romeo, thank you guys all for joining me here today with our talk. If you have a business out there, the deal I wanted to run by you is this. You've all seen I don't even have a sample here. I should have had that when we started talking today. But this is what I'm going to do. Provided you don't tell Kira, okay? Don't tell Kira that we're going to do this, but you've all seen 18 by 24 yard signs. With the stakes, you stake them on the ground, all the good stuff for promotions. Lawn companies use them to say, hey, I cut this person's lawn, so stake them in the lawn for a few weeks. Contractors use them, saying, hey, I built this house, I did a remodel here. All kinds of people use them. Events, car shows, art shows, bazaars, all kinds of crazy things use these types of signs everywhere. And we sell a lot of them. Political signs, they're great for political and all kinds of things. Excuse me. Whew. But anyway, these signs are great for all that. So if you got a business out there and you want to do a little bit of promoting, this is what I'm going to do for you today. I will do this until midnight tonight. Okay? It is 1 o'clock right now. Till midnight tonight. If you're a United States business, I prefer locally because I can't do it with shipping. It'll always be plus shipping. So if I have to ship the signs, shipping will be extra. However, if you're a local company based here in Standish, what I will do is I need you to do this. I will do, today only, I will do two-sided, full color, Coroplast signs, 18 by 24, with a stake, included with a stake, okay? I will do it today only until midnight tonight. You have to send us an email at sales@extremegns.com. Send us an email to sales@extremegns.com. In the subject line, you need to type sign promo. Type sign promo. Send us an email to sales@extremegns.com today until midnight tonight. And the subject must read sign promo. In your email, tell me how many signs you'd like, and I will do those signs for you today only. If you get your order in today, I will do those signs for $8 a piece. $8 a piece. I know. That's completely unheard of. Regular price of these signs is over $16 a piece, including a stake. So that's about half price. So like I said, don't tell Kira. So, but yeah, $8 per sign. I should be putting a limit on these. I know I'm going to get bombarded. But anyways, $8 per sign till midnight today. If it's 12:01 after midnight, I will not honor the deal. They'll go back to $16 a piece. If you order today, again, send an email to sales@extremegns.com. Today, subject line, sign promo. You can order 18 by 24, two-sided, full-color coroplast signs with a stake and get them for just $8 a piece plus tax. So, that's the deal I want to offer you guys today. That's why we come on here every week after week. Usually it's Kira and I would come on and we talk to you about all kinds of important things for your business. The main reason people ask, why do we give all this information away? We give it away to help you, okay? To help you see that we're here to help you and help your business. So we want you guys to join us week after week, come back for more information. Most importantly, we want you guys to give us a call and see how we can help you with your advertising and marketing needs. So give us a call, shoot us an email, definitely. I mean, if you're in the market for sight signs or know somebody that is, you have the deal now. You have the deal. You know what to do. Send us that email today before midnight tonight. You'll get the deal on the signs. We will take care of all the CMYK RGB stuff, all that fancy dancy art stuff. We will take care of that. So you don't need to worry about it. Anyways, thank you very much, everybody, for joining me today. I apologize that Kira couldn't be here. She will be back with me next Wednesday. Our topic next week, we don't know yet what it's going to be. It could be graphics. It could be signs. It could be, who knows, how to stay motivated, all kinds of things. We really just are on here to connect with you guys and talk to you guys and get a little bit of feedback. We're public people and we like to talk to people. So, and maybe we'll even round up a guest star. Maybe we'll even round up a guest to come join us for next week. Who knows? But regardless, I'm going to cut this off now. So I just didn't talk a lot. So anyways, cheers. I'm going to finish the rest of my coffee and get back to work. And you guys go ahead and have a great day out there in digital land, the Facebook world. And we hope to catch you guys all again soon, or next week rather, next Wednesday at noon. Kira will be returning with me again next week, Wednesday at noon. And we will see you all then. Until then, enjoy your coffee. Have a great time at work. And always put a smile on your face. Don't get discouraged. Tomorrow will get better. Greater things are in the future always. So if you're having a bad day today, turn it around, because only you can do it. So, all right. With that being said, I'm going to cut loose, and everybody have a great day out there today. Thank you again for joining us, and we hope to see you soon. And yeah, have a good day, and God bless everybody. See ya. Thanks.